Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. You are listening to the Daly Dose Sports Podcast, and I am your host, Clint Daly, coming to you from the Mile High City here in Denver, Colorado, and we are back for another week of talking sports with a dose of common sense. Hey, happy Wednesday to you. I hope your week is off to a strong start. Hope it's going well. I hope you, your family, your friends are all staying strong, and you are all staying healthy right now. And yes, tomorrow, February 29th, is the last day of February. Remember, we do have a leap year this year. Yes, that's right, kids. We have an entire day tomorrow to just do whatever we want, right? I mean, does it get any better than that? Just a full day. Hey, extra day. Do whatever you want. How are you going to spend that day tomorrow? How are you planning on spending your leap day, February 29th, just a completely extra day that we just got? It's just a bonus. How are you going to spend that day? Yeah, probably like me, just like any other day, right? Like get up, go to work, whatever, just same old stuff, right? You would think that we could have like a leap day celebration. Like you get the day off. You can just have a big party all day. That's not what we really do. We just kind of go about it like any other normal, boring day, right? But I will say this. The end of February does kind of signify that winter is coming to an end. And that spring is on its way. And I mean, what better reminder do we have that spring is coming than the fact that Major League Baseball decided to come out with some brand new uniforms. Hey, baseball's coming. It's already almost here, but Major League Baseball brought out some new uniforms. And what better sign do we have that spring is coming and that baseball is coming than Major League Baseball tripping over their own feet? Yes, because Major League Baseball came out with some brand new uniforms. They say they are Nike generated. They are Fanatics produced uniforms. They were used last year at the All-Star game. Well, many players say they really like them. They're a lighter feel. They don't seem so heavy. They breathe. They feel a little cooler. They kind of like them. But they said that there is a challenge to these new uniforms. You see, the uniforms have bigger numbers. They have big letters, which are good. But it also kind of feels crowded, like everything's bigger, and so it looks like you're trying to fit a lot of things into a really small space. Not ideal. And there's one other problem. It seems that Nike, when they made these, they made pants that are kind of eggshell colored. And that fabric, it's a little bit thin. So what did we get with the baseball uniforms? Yes, we got see-through MLB uniforms. Look, this is already a sport that is kind of centered around guys adjusting their junk. Do we really need to see said junk? Can Major League Baseball ever not submarine themselves? I mean, think about what they do. From poor promotion in general to hiding their playoffs where no one could ever find them. Put them on a channel no one subscribes to, and then, I don't know, make them like at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. That's how they do their playoff games. To hiding their opening day. Quick, when's opening day? Oh, okay, where are you going to watch? I don't know any of those answers. I have no idea who's playing opening day. For all I know, they're going to play it overseas, like in Japan or something. They've done that before. And then they put it on at like 2 a.m. in the United States. Well done. Can Major League Baseball ever just not be stupid? Now we get see-through uniforms. And you sit there and you think, okay, MLB has some smart guys. They have to, right? They can't be dumb. You can't get hired to work for Major League Baseball and be a dummy, right? And yet, why does it feel a little bit like maybe George Costanza is working in the front offices? They don't do anything right ever, and now they bring out uniforms that are see-through. They probably shrink when you wash them, and you're going to have players running around like penguins. Hey, kids, February is nearly over. Spring is coming. Spring is in the air, and how can you tell? Because Major League Baseball is doing stupid things as usual. Okay, YouTube, make sure you go over and check out the rest of the podcast this week, because actually on the podcast this week, we are talking about some college sports news. You might not realize it, but the college football playoff, they're already doing silly things. And we have some news coming out of college basketball as well. But this week, I know the NFL's done, Super Bowl's done, I know football's done. And yet, we know the NFL, it's year-round. And so we are actually going to take a look at some of the biggest questions facing every single NFL team this week on The Dose. If you're wondering what your team might be looking to do this offseason, yeah, you need to go check out the rest of the podcast. I will leave a link here in the comments on YouTube for you. Hope you all are doing well. I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great week.